Bryton Constantin has proven to be outright rude and ignorant, making him the real villain in Perfect Match Season 2. When Perfect Match Season 2 premiered on June 7, there were many familiar faces from different Netflix reality shows making their way into the villa, ready to form a genuine connection. Among them was Bryton, a contestant on Squid Game, The Challenge Season 1. The 24-year-old participated as player 432. Bryton wasn't seen as one of the best competitors by the other players and was eliminated mid-season. His behavior throughout the show painted him as a little bit bossy and played dirty from Squid Game, The Challenge Episode 1, which didn't sit well with everyone else. During his time at Squid Game, The Challenge, Bryton described himself as an outgoing and confident person. These are the same characteristics Bryton brought into Perfect Match Season 2, leading to a dramatic start to the season. Bryton is obsessed with foreskin. He had an awkward foreskin conversation with Harry. Perfect Match Season 2 casts Bryton Constantin and Harry Josie taking a picture, with Harry showing the peace sign and Bryton having 4-ups pose sign. Bryton felt threatened when his Perfect Match partner, Dominique Defoe from Too Hot to Handle, went on a date with dated and related star Chris Hahn. His reaction changed when Dominique entered the villa with the newest entry, Chris, whom Bryton often called Prince Charming. After his entrance, the Perfect Match Season 2 boys were eager to know if Chris had a foreskin or not, and his response shocked them all. Bryton demanded that Chris show them his privates. The conversation got awkward when Bryton started chanting, "Prove it. Prove it. Prove it." However, Bryton wasn't entirely to blame for the conversation. New Perfect Match contestant Harry Josie initially brought it up in the boardroom with his then Perfect Match other half, Ellis Hutchinson. He allowed her to do most of the matching but gave a stern warning, "If someone comes in with a foreskin, we're gonna have a conversation about it." Harry lived to his words as he started the topic when Chris walked in, but Bryton overly dragged the topic. With Chris being his biggest competitor, he genuinely liked that topic and would laugh loudly whenever any guy in the house repeated the subject. It likely made him feel superior to Chris and wanted to humiliate him. Bryton belittled Dominique's intelligence. He insulted Dominique's reasoning. Bryton questioned Dominique's knowledge and failed to follow her advice during the couple's compatibility challenge. Nick Lachey put the Perfect Match couples in cages, suspended in the air. The objective was that the couple who pushed the cage to the other edge first won the competition. Dominique had a brilliant idea of how to win. Doubtful, Bryton asked what her major in college was to question her intelligence. He didn't heed her advice despite Dominique noting she was an engineering major. However, Dominique's idea was the same technique Harry used to win. Eventually, the two came in second place. Later, the two argued about whose strategy was better, with Bryton stating his method was the only reason they got that second place position. Dominique got emotional while expressing that her Perfect Match partner always talked down on her. Displeased by her connection with Bryton, Dominique went out on a blind date with Chris and matched with him, sending Bryton home, and is still unapologetic about his comment. Bryton posted a series of photos from his time in Perfect Match with an interesting caption. Bryton is egotist and condescending. He said yoga isn't a workout. Perfect Match Season 2 Bryton Constantin seated on a rattan chair talking. When Bryton first matched Dominique, it looked like a match made in heaven. The pair clicked from the get-go and were honest about how attractive they found each other. Nevertheless, it didn't take long before cracks started to show. The two individuals, who seemed like a good fit, got into their first serious argument, disrupting the other couples in the residence. Bryton and Dominique had a squabble about workouts and what is classified as a proper fitness program after he asked if she exercised regularly. Thrilled, Dominique was quick to share how much she enjoyed yoga. The Perfect Match star rudely shut her down, insisting that yoga didn't qualify as an exercise.